Hello, I'm Tom Pruitt, and I'm here to demonstrate the proper use of a Fluke multimeter and electrolysis control unit. To use the multimeter, you will need to first plug in the red and black cables to the appropriate places on the front right of the multimeter. Ensure the red cable is fully seated in the red socket that has the volt symbol, and the black cable is fully seated in the black socket that has COM written on. Now that you've connected the cables, we can turn on the multimeter by rotating the knob to one of the other positions. First, we'll be using the voltage setting located here. Be sure that it is set to the DC voltage option represented by the straight line above the V. Also ensure that the display reads DC in the top right. If the display does read AC, clicking on the yellow button located here will change between alternating and direct currents. Before connecting the alligator clips to your sample electrodes, ensure that they are clean and have no rust or blemishes. If they do, use emery paper and sand the prongs until the teeth of the clips are clean. Once this is done, the two alligator clips can be connected to the electrodes that are attempting to be read. Ensure that the alligator clips are fully in contact with the electrode and have a good grip to help prevent errors with the data acquired. Now the reading will appear on the LCD display and can be written down in your lab notebook. That is how we use the Fluke multimeter for reading a voltaic cell voltage. I will now show you how to use the electrolysis control power supply and form an electrolytic cell for your experiments. The main difference is that instead of the clips used before, this power supply will be plugged into the multimeter. First, plug the black power cord into the electrolytic control box and then the wall socket. Once that's done, plug the power supply into the multimeter, ensuring that the two prongs on the back of the supply fit into the top left and bottom right sockets. Once this has been done, attach the alligator clips to your electrodes. Ensure that the black alligator clip is connected to the cathode. Adjust the knob on the multimeter to the MA milliamps position and turn the switch on the power supply to the on position. Make sure that the multimeter is set on the DC setting and adjust the current knob on the power supply to get the desired amperage reading. It may take about 30 seconds for the reading to stabilize, and it is important to check this reading over the course of your experiment to avoid drifting. That is all the information that is needed to use the multimeter in our experiments. There are other settings for the multimeter that you can use but aren't necessary for our lab.